This Let's Play was made possible by these generous patrons. And we are back.
And we're probably less angry now.
No, I was never angry. I think that was all you just kind of venting a little bit.
Yeah, venting a little bit. No, I think I'm over it.
Are you?
Until I see his face again, yeah. When I see his face again, I might go into a tizzy all over me. Who knows?
This isn't going to be a third episode talking about Sam's anger problems.
No, it's not. We're not going to talk about that.
What was that?
I don't know what I'm going to talk about.
Oh, whoa!
I had a concept, and now I don't know what it was. Ooh, you need a gardener's key.
To get that?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. It's like the rose, but it's different.
Yeah, but the rose is the gardener's key. So that's why I'm kind of like, wait a second, what's going on there?
I don't know.
91 and 40. 91. This is the exact same ones I have. Why would I spend money on that?
Something like that. I don't know.
Get out of here with that.
It's not worth it.
Your stupid sales. These aren't even sales.
I did have a concept to talk about, but now I can't think of what it was.
Okay, well, I will tell you what I was going to talk about.
Sure, go ahead. Because I'm drawing a blank.
I actually forgot as well.
Oh, damn it. Doomed, we're actually going to have to talk about the game.
No!
That's the exact opposite of what we know what to talk about.
God, what was I going to talk about? I saw a scary... This wasn't what I was going to talk about, but I saw Scary Stories and...
You can continue. I remember now.
I saw Scary Stories, and you guys should go see it if you're fans of the books and everything. It was decent.
Decent?
Decent.
Okay.
Yeah, it was worth the money. Or if you check it out when it comes out on... Whoa, what the hell was that? Oh, it was
Speaking of Scary Stories, it's funny. A lot of people have always asked me, like, wow, you never want to try, like, hallucinogenics or anything like this? Like, no.
Hell no.
Like, my mind is a very interesting place as it is. I'm already a creative individual. It's the reason why I don't like scary movies. My imagination gets the best of me. I know that Freddy doesn't exist when the lights are off.
My mind doesn't.
But what if he did? That's always where it goes. I know this doesn't exist. But what if Ghost did exist?
But what if Ghost did exist?
I'm logical. But what if that alien from Mars Attacks is actually real and he's in my closet right now?
What if the spoops do happen?
What if the spoopies do happen? How do I deal with that?
Yeah, you don't. You just die, as we've seen from every like Japanese horror flick.
Exactly.
You just kind of accept your fate,
and you just deal with it. But that's one reason why I don't watch horror stuff. I do like weird fringe kind of horror, but horror in the sense of like
how do you mean?
Twilight Zone or
okay,
or
so they're not direct horror
or
they're
Castlevania. Like, I enjoyed those kinds.
They're like a different genre, but with horror elements too.
Yes, they have horror elements.
So like sci-fi with horror.
Yeah, sci-fi with horror or fantasy with horror.
You fucker.
I think those are fun, which is why I like Darkest Dungeon and I like Hellboy. But
yeah, they're not outright horror.
They're not outright horror.
They're not spooky, make you jump horrors, but they're definitely horrors.
I even enjoy. I listened to what was it? Not a podcast.
Might have been a podcast.
Might have been a podcast. Oh, it was an audiobook. It was an audiobook of Cthulhu, which that kind of stuff every now and then is fun as well. But
wait, Sam, you know that Cthulhu's not real, right?
I do. But even like when I was walking around after I listened to that, it was late at night and everyone was asleep, and I was walking around.
Really?
The dark. Yeah, I was like, well, I know it's not real.
Captain Imagination over here.
What if it was real? That's where my mind goes every single time. But what if it went that way?
That's why I like watching horror like scary stories, not scary stories, bedtime stories, YouTube channel. A lot of them are silly and ridiculous. But then again, you'll get like the one or two that are now and then they're like, ooh, that could be in like the realm of possibility.
Lore is kind of like that too.
Yeah, lore is very much like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's just like urban legend says, you know.
Lore is a podcast, by the way, guys.
This is obviously like
hyped up
and
not
like
actually
overtold,
real, but it's still fun. It's great from the fact of like, I'm pretty sure that guy doesn't believe it's real. But
well, he's just telling stories.
He's telling stories,
he's been told.
But he's selling it well enough that he might think it's real. I don't know. I hope he doesn't actually think it's real. But he goes over different myths and legends, such as the Jersey Devil. And it's fun from a historical standpoint, because I like myths and legends. They're fun inspirations to draw from.
The Jersey Devil is kind of a silly one that's like, yeah, that everyone has a version of that, but this one's only in Jersey. It's like, that's really kind of silly.
It is kind of silly. He did a really good job of telling it, but yeah, I've listened to that a couple times on Spotify. It's nice every now and then, but another one of those things late at night. I know that's not real, but what if it is?
So I was in here watching scary stories, or bedtime stories. I guess you don't really watch bedtime stories on YouTube more than you kind of like listen, because there's still images with they change every now and then depending on what they're trying to depict.
It's very low budget.
Well, it's not low budget because the dude draws all of his stuff, I believe.
Oh, never mind.
Or at least like maybe puts a YouTube, not a YouTube filter, a Photoshop filter over him. But I believe that it's actually him just drawing.
Oh, so he's not just taking images from Google.
No. Okay. And he's also got like the good mic. He's got everything that really like translates.
I've never seen bedtime stories, so I didn't know.
It's awesome. If you like creepy stuff, and a lot of it's kind of silly because I mean you need content. Once you told all the good ones, what do you do?
I mean, I like lore. If it's anything like lore,
it's less logical than lore, and it's more like, oh yeah, this is the legend of this and that, and you know, like this is the chupacabra, and the Mexican people insist that it comes in and it ruins their crops and takes their goats.
Okay, so it's more taken from the fantastical side.
Yeah,
whereas
definitely.
Lore comes from a more kind of logical.
Lore's still fantastical.
Yes,
but they put an air of like authenticity to it.
There's skepticism with the person that's.
It does feel that way, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about their research or anything. It could very well just be like.
I've heard there's a TV show on Amazon.
There is. I didn't care for it. I'm not saying it's bad.
I'm not saying it's bad or good either, but the other Chris really liked it, but I haven't seen it. But he also really likes.
It just felt lore. It felt overly cheesy compared to the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And when it's super cheesy, it's like, yeah, I kind of want to get like a little creeped out.
You know, I mean, that's like, why you enjoy those kind of horror elements, because they're supposed to be in a sense of uneasiness.
Yeah, that's where my story was going. You weren't here on one of the nights, and I had my door open, and I was listening to scary bedtime stories.
Oh, this is probably the night I was in Sacramento.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you weren't here, and the window was open, but I didn't know you left your window open in your bedroom. So your door went click, and I was like, oh, that's weird. I didn't even hear the door open up. And it went click and closed back again. I was like, Sam? Click. Sam? Click.
That shit drives me
I walked up and I'm like,
so much.
I don't know if Sam's here or not. Like, I didn't hear him. Usually I'm pretty good about hearing things. Click. I'm like, no. The lights are off. Sam? And then nothing happened. I was like, don't fuck with me. Knocked on your door. You didn't answer. And I was like, okay, step back for a second. Click. Click. I'm like, all right, I'm coming in your fucking room.
It drives me nuts sometimes because it doesn't affect it till late at night. The wind doesn't start picking up from my window until late at night. And at a certain point, it'll be like, does that thing. It's like, click, opens back up.
Yeah.
Click.
And it's just like 3 a.m. when you think you're alone.
Yeah.
This is a little bit kind of like, what's going on here?
It's a little I don't think the existential horrors are real.
Oh no, you definitely are like, that's the wind, right?
That's got to be the wind.
And then when it clicks again in front of you, you're like, please be the wind.
Please be the wind. Please not be a guy that's gonna break into my house. Please.
Yeah. Please be the wind.
That's more mortifying than if Cthulhu was here. I'd be more scared of an actual physical being.
Yeah.
Because Cthulhu would be like, okay, who's got the projector? Who like, funny joke, guys. I know this doesn't exist.
Yeah. It's in a way just silliness, but like you get that feeling of like it ramping it up on you.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like, whoa.
So
that's why I like listening to it.
I had a dream.
Ooh.
And this one definitely stuck with me. And I don't remember all of it because, unfortunately, that's what happens with dreams.
That's what you were talking about. Yeah, you were going to mention
But I woke up and I actually drew it because it was so bewildering. Then I kind of want to...
like real?
It was very visceral and it felt very interesting. So I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it.
Ooh.
Because I don't remember what the purpose of the behind the dream was.
I don't think it's a dream. I don't think it has a purpose.
Well, that's true, but it felt like it had a storyline to it. There was a reason behind what was going.
Those are the best ones.
Yeah, it feels as if there was a story behind it. Like there was a world crafted around this idea that felt very real. It's like, oh, I don't know what this world is about, but I know
stop cock teasing us. Let us know what happened.
So the only real things that I kind of remember is there's a small little doorway. Think Now, before you get angry, think like a small doorway, like Alice in Wonderland sized doorway, like a dwarf sized
I'm angry.
doorway.
I'm angry already.
Like that kind of a doorway, but in front of it is like a weird, scary gnome-like creature. But it doesn't do really anything. It's just kind of guarding it silently. Something like some kind of
like an actual gnome.
Yeah, like a
garden gnome.
Kind of like a foreboding dream, but not doesn't look like a gnome. It's much creepier than that. But it's constantly uttering different things, like it's going to get out and it's going to find a way to escape.
So it's trying to like unreassure you.
Unreassure me, as if I'm the guard.
What would that word be?
Yeah.
Fill you with
dread.
With dread, yeah.
Exactly. Like, as if I'm the guardian and I'm the one protecting it. And this is
I'm the Sand Guardian.
This
Guardian of the Sand.
The gnome is left behind the door, behind the small door where it's locked up in chains and it can't escape. And its mouth is bound, but it can still enter my thoughts. Yeah. So it's still reiterating,
telepathic,
like doing like telepathic stuff where it's, you want to let me out. You're going to let me out.
I ain't gonna do shit, gnome.
I'm gonna escape, and when I escape, I'm gonna remember this.
That you didn't let me out.
That you didn't let me out. And I'm gonna find where you live. And I just remember being like uneasy, like as I'm shutting the door behind, and the gnome just like it's not even a gnome like, but almost kind of like a black mage and a gnome combined.
Like just a tall hat, small figure.
Like a tall hat, small figure, something like of immense power, like an eldritch type being that like. You can shut the door on me. But
that small is so weird.
But I can still take you down.
Most eldritch beings are tiny.
I'll find
big. I mean.
Yeah, I'll find a way to deal with you.
Most. Yeah.
And then just shutting the door, and then like it's.
I'll just shut the door on you, dummy. You didn't think about that, did you?
Sets of doors behind and behind with multiple people.
That sucks.
Kind of watching this territory, guarding it, and making sure that this great evil can't escape.
This great evil of this tiny gnome.
Of this tiny gnome that could destroy the world or something. I don't know. But it was one of those dreams. It's like, wow, this feels like it's part of a larger story that I can't remember, that I've crafted in my mind. So when people tell me, oh, how come you don't want to get higher or doing it's like, no.
Yeah, my shit is wrecked, bud.
My mind is already creative enough. I don't need something else to be like, don't you need to be like Snoop and get smoke weed every day in order to like pull out the
amount of weed that Snoop smokes already fucks with people, man.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to, you'll never hit that level.
But it's just one of those dreams where I woke up and going, I need to actually do a sketch of this. Because this would be like a fun illustration.
Did you? Oh, is that the Akuma sketch or whatever?
No. The Akuma sketch is actually from months ago. The Akuma sketch I finished a long time ago.
You dirty liar.
But I never, I was really angry yesterday. So before I posted that, I felt like I knew I had a premonition. I was like, I'm about to see something later on today that's gonna make me real mad.
See, I thought I was the silly goose, and it was you all along.
I am the silliest of gooses. But yeah, my mind does things like that, has dreams like that quite frequently, but I ended up sketching that out.
Like just now, or?
No, yeah, like in my sketchbook.
Oh, I can't kill it.
Yeah, you can't kill it from over there.
I will sell this, though. Oh, I shouldn't have. That was good.
Yeah.
Oh, really dang it.
That was a VL.
I didn't think the dual blades were going to be... I don't need this.
It's chicken.
I didn't know that the dual blades were going to be...
that good?
As good as this sword thing.
You done goof, but that's okay.
Dang it. Oh, well. Most of my stuff is tactical anyway, so...
But yeah.
Really doesn't matter. Have you ever had a dream that comes in chapters? Like, you can dream them over years, and you're like, oh no, like, I know this dream, I know this location.
There's one recurring dream I have had, but I haven't had it since it's one that happened a lot when I was a kid.
Oh,
it's one of those dreams where you're running away from something.
Oh yeah.
But it was in a very like MC Escher style painting, and it was running through like white hallways, and there being kind of like almost, you know, in the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3 where there's like broad skylines and stuff.
Yeah.
So picture that with like MC Escher type white like walkways, and you're just constantly running, and it's a never-ending sprawl of some kind of black monster chasing you.
That sounds like salvia.
Yeah. So
I know you're like, yeah, you weren't gonna do drugs or anything like that, but I've heard salvia described as that.
Oh, interesting.
I've never
done drugs, and that's why. 'Cause My mind is crazy.
We have a friend who did salvia.
I have a friend who's done a lot of stuff.
David
Duchovny. David Duchovny.
And he did salvia. And
Yeah.
I wasn't here for this. This is how it was reported to me. And he said that he was in a hospital where the halls lasted forever, and there was no one around. No matter what direction he went in, it would always be the wrong direction, and he was stuck there until the point where like gurneys started showing up. I can't remember if he said like there was like bodies on them or what, but he felt an immense sense of dread at the gurneys and like the little like hospital beds that were in the hallways with them. And he tried like different doors, and they just kept being empty hallways, and he was like stressing out because couldn't get anywhere.
Right.
And I guess it seemed super fucking real to him.
Yeah, I mean, I had that dream multiple times. The last time I had that,
Yeah, but this is not dreaming. This is him
I
in real life.
This is him hallucinating in real life.
Hallucinating in real life, obviously. But yeah.
Yeah, some people love to test the limits of their mind. I know my mind.
My shit will break. I don't need that.
Yeah, I don't need that. I'm good. I'm satisfied. That same friend was like, "You sure you don't want to ever try it?" I'm like, "No, don't wanna."
I had the opportunity to try mushrooms, and I was like, "No, I'm cool. You guys can do it."
You know what weed's done to you.
Yeah, I hate weed. I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to weed, man.
You might be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
It's
I'm
probably
allergic
full of
to weed.
cilantro.
A lot of people are probably going to be like, "No, you're not allergic to weed. You just had some stupid stuff or some nasty stuff." It's like, no.
Every time.
We'll talk about it some other time because this episode's closing out.
Oh yeah.
But
maybe we'll talk about it next time.
But yeah, I have like cold sweats and like massive anxiety. And I don't mean like, oh yeah, I'm like more paranoid. No. I mean like I have like breakdown fucking anxiety.
Weed does the exact opposite of what it does for people that normally have anxiety. It causes you to.
I mean it makes you paranoid, but for me it like breaks my goddamn brain.
For a lot of people I know, like they use it to treat their anxiety.
Some of them, it depends on the strain.
It depends on the strain. It depends on what you're doing.
It depends on what you're doing, who you're with. There's a lot of stuff. I've tried weed alone. I've tried weed with friends. I've tried sativa, indica. I've tried it out of a bong. I've tried it multiple occasions, and each time I'm like, nope, same effect. I always have like a terrible reaction.
It's always bad.
I feel hot and itchy, and I get cold sweats, and it's just like, oh, why is this fun for anyone? This is terrible for me. And I understand that's not the normal.
That's not an experience for most people.
So I think my body just has like a bad reaction to it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Don't
you shoot things at me, you big dum dum. Oh. Yeah, that's right. I can kill you with 3 hits. You can't kill me. How about we come back next time?
All right, next time then.
We maybe continue on the... Oh, God! Maybe continue on the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you guys tomorrow. I hope. I actually don't know what this episode is. We're kind of overshooting a week because I don't think you can turn the game off.
We haven't figured it out, so we're just going until we die.
Yeah, we're just gonna record two long death sessions.
It's gonna be a long night.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later. Beep bop boop. Yeah, man, I'm cool off of weed. I don't need.
Yeah, I'm good. I've been around a lot of people in my life that have smoked a lot. I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah,
but
a lot of people seem to handle it really well. Not me.
I just know, like, they're like, you should try it at least. I was like, nope, I can already tell you it's gonna be a bad experience.
I mean, I think it's good to try a lot of things once.
I do think for a lot of things, but I'm good.
Yeah, totally.